Greetings, my excellent friends. We have arrived. Old Salem Town Hall. This is where, on the other side, Hocus Pocus, the party, was filmed. Let's take you there. Behold the front of the Old Salem Town Hall. On our way. This is the Old Burying Point Cemetery. In the far corner behind me is this old house. And I've been going here for at least 15 years. And this house has always been in really bad shape. Mail truck. They seem to be working on it a little bit. And actually I'm fascinated with ruins of this sort. So right here we have cemetery stones, like literally 3.5 feet from the wall of the house. You've got some Tyvek home wrap here. I wonder if it's possible to take a look. No, it's cardboard blocking the window there. But interesting stuff. I wonder who owned this, or owns it. I'm not sure. But yeah, all right, let's go in the cemetery. I've made it inside. You can see the old house we just took a look at. The iron gate entrance over here is actually closed off. I've come in another way. We'll show you that in a bit. But here is the cemetery. Right here's a little plaque that tells you various points of interest. Let's take a look. A couple of old trees. Now, if this was in October, there would literally be hundreds of people walking among the stones. Very old cemetery. They did some work on it recently. It was actually closed last October. This being early May 2020, of course. But yeah, this you can see where stones are. Basically, the tree grew around the stones. Fun stuff here. But yeah, this is the oldest cemetery, I guess. And it's also the most touristy. Over here you've got some restaurants over there. Salem Beer Works just over this way. But yeah, the Old Burying Point Cemetery. Behind me, the famous Hawthorne Hotel. I actually stayed here about a year ago on floor number 3, which is supposedly haunted. A certain room in there that's haunted too. I'm not sure which one it was, but I had the corner room facing the Witch Dungeon Museum. I think it's the Dungeon Museum, or maybe it's just the Witch Trial Museum. I don't know, we'll go find out. Hold on. This is actually kind of the front view of the Hawthorne. It's the Salem Witch Museum, that church castle-like structure in the background. Hocus Pocus filming location coming up. It's not Max Dennison's house. It's kind of a quick scene. We're down the road right there. Basically, that's the back of the Hawthorne Hotel. And over here is the Salem Common. And if you notice, this iron fence, and it appeared in Hocus Pocus. Some people in the park, it's early May. Of course, the thing is still going around, so not too bad though. So right here is this old school building that they used in a few shots, and the iron gate was also in the frame. So what I'll try to do is get you a look at, I'll try to replicate the angle. We'll see, hold on. This is the John Ward House, circa 1684. It looks pretty cool. I've never been in it. We'll take you around the side to give you an idea of the slanted back. Of course, Harleys, right? Nice. Pretty cool. Maybe I can get you a peek in the window. As we leave the John Ward House, right across the street is Howard Street Cemetery. Now, in October, when tons of people are wandering the old burying ground, hardly anyone visits the Howard Street Cemetery. Give you an idea of the road that I'm walking down. This is Howard Street, it's one way, and on the left over there is the cemetery. I think I hear a car coming. Let's get on the sidewalk. Some condos here. Now, Howard Street Cemetery borders what used to be a prison, and that prison was in ruins for years, up until 5 years ago, roughly, 5 or 6. And they converted it to maybe condos and a restaurant up front. So unfortunately, the character of Howard Street Cemetery took a slight nosedive. But that being said, the cemetery does indeed still exist. It's pretty old, as cemeteries go, and it's off the beaten path as far as being trodden by billions of tourists. All right, meet you inside. All right, about to enter Howard Street Cemetery. Everything in Salem, basically, except for Max Dennison's house, is pretty much within walking distance. You've got your stones here, and these buildings, especially that one and this one, were in ruins. Very dilapidated, I should say. But and actually, a couple years ago, I came here, and there was a guy restoring the stones. A couple have fallen, like this one down here. If they fall, the ground kind of swallows them up after a while. And this guy down there was kind of unearthing them, you know, still keeping them flat, but you know, trying to pay respects and stuff. Big old, I believe this is a maple, I'm not sure, but this is a pretty big tree. Pretty big tree here. We'll give you a shot of that.